Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jack and Lady still in Lake Jackson. And yeah, this is another one. We went out and ate with the producer, ordered this, and it turned out amazing. So hopefully this is going to be great. It's Valentine's Day, so I'm ignoring that. I'll give you some kind of lovey-dovey stuff down the road. But right now, I hate humans, so I'm not doing any kind of Valentine's Day. Just doing this. It's going to be quick, it's tasteful, and it's well under our budget. This is going to be great. All right. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring on the little bells and whistles, and do whatever to get updates when we get these on Tuesdays and Fridays. Get all our recipes and stuff. Also, we have merch. Link down in the doobly-doo. You can get our aprons, fake hands, spoons, spatulas, flippers, all kind of stuff. And let's just get into it. Man, this food looks good. All right. It's not a lot of stuff this time. It's going to be very, very easy. I'm going to do some rice and water. We have another video for that. We can put a link down there, so don't need that to hear this. You're going to half a bag of these green beans. You can do more, you can do less. It's up to you, but those are great. You're going to need 2 or 3 of the green onions. You don't need the whole bundle, just like 1 or 2, but just want to show what they look like. I had to go get these. I don't know where that came from, but you're also going to need some meat. You can use pork, chicken. We're using pork today because it was reduced for a quick price. It's less than $5 for a lot of these pork mixed pieces. So who knows? I'm using a peanut sauce. This small bottle here. You can use any kind of stuff. The Szechuan stuff. The peanut stuff has a great flavor, and it's nice and thick when you're done cooking it. So that's what I'm doing. Now, toasted sesame seeds, again, optional. I like the toasted ones. You can get the plain ones. That's fine. But I prefer the toasted ones. Again, that's optional if you're not into that or you don't like picking them out of your teeth. Also, you're going to need a little bit of pan lotion that I just always keep that under my my fake hand. Just kind of promote that. It needs a wash. All right, so that's what you're going to need. First things first, you're going to go ahead and start your rice. Again, we'll put a video over there for that. And then wash your fruit and veg, man. So it's just going to be veg this time. Let's go get these scrubbed. Now, when you get these back, let me separate these. You get these green beans. They have these little, where they hang off of the plant, right? Just pull those off. This takes a little while. I haven't found a faster way to do it. I've tried to line them up and cut them, whatever. But just pull them off, throw them in the trash. As soon as you get those done, set them down. Now, reminder, if you don't cook them the first day you get them, they're going to get this brown, smudgy shit out there on the skin, but they're still good on the inside. So that just means, like, it's people. Like, they can be ugly on the outside, but be awesome on the inside. Once you get all those pulled off, I just get a bowl to kind of just separate and put them on the side. Now you can cut these where they're smaller, more bite-sized. You can leave them long. I leave them long mostly because I'm lazy, and I like trying to stuff them in my face where they hit my top and bottom lip, because I'm weird. Your green onion, go ahead and cut these down. Just give them a single chop as you go in here. Mind your fingers. It's a nice sharp knife, but you can do them small, you can do them big. It doesn't matter. I've just used 2 of these. I'm not really judging or measuring here. Just go ahead and cut these down. A little bit of movie magic there to get that through. Now, don't use the roots. Go ahead and cut these down. Use the white parts. That's fine. We're going to cook with some of this and garnish with the rest of it. So just throw out your roots. Set them aside. Now, your meat. Get you a plate separate for this because it's raw meat. But there's a lot of fat on these. So get you a knife, sharp knife. Again, shout out to Dad for the knife. We're just going to go ahead and trim this off. Now, I hate trimming most of this, but because we're going to cut it into strips, that fat, you're just going to have giant strips that are nothing but fat, and that's gross. So cut it as best you can. I'm going to show you a nice kitchen hack here. Now, as you're cutting this, you want to try to get as much of this off. I always err on the side of trying to get a little fat on my meat instead of meat on the fat that I'm going to get rid of. Again, as you're trimming it, it'll cut it down into some kind of strips. Get you a knife, and again, just let it cut. Don't hurt yourself. Don't be in a big rush. Just cut it, do these long strips here. Again, you can use it like the green beans, cut them in half if you want them, whatever. So I'm going to show you this. All right, now as you're cutting these, your knife, the edge is going to get full of like fat and the gristle and stuff because you're cutting. Hit it with some hot water. That'll come out. You don't have to sharpen it every time. It's just like cutting up human meat, so hypothetically. But go get you some scissors. Don't get the ones that are the nice cloth scissors, or that's on you. You're going to die. But nice set of kitchen shears or just a set of scissors sitting around here. Look how easy this is instead of having to whack at it with a knife. Like, the Industrial Revolution brought us some nice stuff like scissors. Like, you can just hit it like a caveman with a sharp piece of metal, but whatever. I digress. So, bag up your meat. You can give it to your dog, whatever. Bag it, freeze it. We can use it for later stuff. Now, get you a decent-sized pan. Put it about medium-high. And I'm going to hit it with a little bit of pan lotion, mostly because mine was cheaper and there was a lot of fat, and I cut that off, so I was worried about it not being enough. If you're going to leave some fatter, you have some fatter meat. You probably won't need as much pan lotion. I'll put about a tablespoon and a half in mine. Put the meat on the metal, keep stirring it a little bit so it doesn't just cook on one side. Keep pushing the pink side down, and it's going to start turning white before it turns brown. So once it starts getting white all over, then we're going to come back and mess with it. So keep a nice thing in there. I use my wooden spoon for this. because I'm old school and I don't want to get beat by my ghost grandmother. So once it gets nice and white all over, and it's nice and steamed up, if there's a lot of liquid in the bottom, you can strain it if you need to, but if you don't, that's fine. So once it's all gray, or just starting to brown on the edges, go ahead and put all your green beans in there, cut or not. Give them a nice stir, but make sure your meat's cooked down the bottom, and it's pretty much going to steam the vegetables while it's sitting on top of the meat, okay? You want to cover this. It helps cook everything, kind of helps steam it down there. If you don't have a cover, another broke-ass kitchen hack, get you a plate that's about the size of that. Now, I have one that's the size of my big skillet, close, put it down here, but because it doesn't stick over the edge, or when it does, remember you're going to need a fake hand because that's going to get hot. I learned this the hard way. So you want to cook it down in there for about 2 to 5 minutes, but get you a fake hand while you're doing it, okay? About every minute and a half, 2 minutes or whatever, pull this off, give it a stir, make sure it's all nice and getting in there. Once the meat starts to brown on the edges, right, you put your green beans in, and then once it starts browning on some other spots, and you can see that your green beans are starting to cook and they're starting to wilt just a little bit. I like keeping mine on there slightly crunchy, still slightly cooked, right? So it takes anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes, again, medium high. I want to put a whole lot of time in there. Keep it covered as best you can. It helps cook the top of that stuff. Now, after about 5 or 6 minutes after I put my green beans in, mind the steam. Sorry about that. I didn't realize my camera was so close. But yeah, it steams that stuff up. It starts good. It smells amazing. But this is when you put your other stuff in there. So go ahead and get that whole bottle of your peanut sauce stuff here, right? And I used all of this bottle because it's small, and don't cook the cap. My cap fell right in the back. So go ahead and put this in here, and put it all in here, and then stir it. You don't want it to sit too hard; it'll start to cook on the bottom. Add most of your green onions. Now, I like to save just a little bit for a garnish, but I like most of mine cooked down in there. So set those aside. Give them a nice stir. Make sure your peanut sauce or Szechuan sauce or whatever sauce you're using. I'm using the peanut stuff. Go ahead and take this, turn it down to a simmer, but make sure everything gets coated, right? The green beans are steamed, the chicken is browned. You're just coating this on here and heating the sauce up is all you're doing, okay? So don't let it sit on the bottom, don't let it burn, don't let it cook. If it starts to burn, just pull it off heat and give it a nice stir, keep it from setting. Now, if you want to add something else, like I got the Szechuan peppers, or you can put your sesame seeds here, or you can dress them later. I usually dress it later. But this is just about ready to serve. So get your simmer on for about 2 minutes, make sure everything's nice and warm and coated. And this is done, man. This is ready to go. Put it on your plate, dress it with some of your rice, hit it with some sesame seeds. This was about $8.50 if I remember right, especially because I got the reduced price on the random pig bits. Those mixed pig parts that were cut up that I got there for like $4, which was great. So shop around, that should tell you. Now this will hold up for a while. Reheating starts the more you reheat it, the longer you wait, it starts wilting your green beans and stuff. So it's awesome fresh, but it is absolutely amazing. You can use it for meal prep. And this made enough easily for a family of 4, especially with the rice. I'll be eating on it for 4 or 5 days. But this is good stuff, so yeah, give us a try, man. And there you have it, folks. Holy crap, that smells good. I tasted a little bit just because I'm chefing. It's great. I filmed this before I eat it and then do the voiceover stuff. This smells amazing. This looks great. This tastes great. It's going to be great. If you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, you want to see us do it with different kinds of meats, or a vegetable version, or a vegan thing, I'll try to find a recipe. We'll get to it. But let us know. Put it out in the comments. That's what they're there for. You can also find us on social media. You can find us at Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. You can find us at all those at Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. Or you can find us at Instagram at Live Between. Or you can find me on all of those, as well as over on TikTok, where I've been doing a couple of little cooking vignettes to say over there. And I'm going to let y'all get to it. I'll see y'all next time. This is great. I'm going to go eat this. Y'all be safe, all right?